welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a hair and makeup get ready. I got this very nude and matte makeup look. My eyes are matte, my lips are matte. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I installed my hair and what products I use on my hair. So this hair is from Evawigs and it is their Indian REMY loose wave hair. And let me see the specs on the hair. So this color is natural black and it is 22 inches, which is pretty long, and the density is 150%. The cap is normal size and it came pre-plucked. Glue down my wigs, I like to use this L'Oreal number 10 Extreme Hold Indestructible Gel Glue. I'm just gonna spread this all over the perimeter of my hairline. I'm just spreading this all across my hairline using the end of a brush because I don't have anything else to do this with and I don't like to use my fingers. So I'm just gonna do this, and I like doing my hair first before I do my makeup because I find that it just sticks on better because there's literally no product in my skin other than my skincare. Next, I'm going to press down the lace onto the glue that I just applied, and then I'm going to use a blow dryer on the cool setting to make sure that it dries in place. So I'm just going to do that now. It's pretty straightforward. Make sure that it's pressed down in the correct places before I use the blow dryer. Then I'm going to move on to the side. So this is the hair. It's super long and I've been loving it. I've been wearing it for almost a month now and I really love it. It's nice and wavy and very long. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup, and for primer today I'm going to use this NYX Hydro Touch Oil Primer. This is obviously a hydrating primer. I just want to move my hair back before I get started so that it doesn't get in the way. And this is a hydrating primer obviously, and I'm just gonna use 1-2 drops and that's enough. And I've been really loving anything hydrating lately because it just helps my makeup, especially my foundation, go on smoother and my skin looks more healthy. And I really like that look. I have very sensitive skin, as you can see. As soon as I rub on my skin it gets all red, but it's gonna go away soon, so just ignore that. For my foundation I'm going to use the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation in the shade Morea, and I'm just gonna make sure I shake this up. So I'm using about 2 pumps because my skin has been behaving lately, and when my skin is looking clear I don't like to cover it up with too much foundation because I just like to let it breathe, because I just want to let it breathe and, you know, just let my skin come through more. So I'm just using my Raw Techniques Expect Face Brush, and I'm just gonna stipple this all over my face. I'm just gonna stipple this all over my face. Just stippling this all over my face to make sure that I get a nice even layer of foundation to even out my skin tone and cover up some blemishes. What I love about this foundation is that it is very lightweight, but it is for coverage. So I really like that. It has a very natural finish while covering up all of the imperfections, everything that you want to be covered. Yeah, I really like that coverage. Very natural, but it still covered everything that I want to be covered, and I didn't even use the whole 2 pumps. And for concealer today, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I use this in the shade Mocha. I'm just gonna use this to conceal. I'm just gonna use this to conceal underneath my eyes. This is not a very bright concealer shade, and today I want to brighten things up a little bit, so I'm going to use another concealer on top of this, and that's gonna just brighten things up. I'm just highlighting on the usual areas where I usually do this, concealing rather with this concealer. I mean, it's not too dark, but I want it to be a bit brighter because I'm going for that very glamorous look today. On top of that, I'm going to use my Maybelline Mustard Conceal Camouflage and Concealer in the shade number 14 medium, and this comes in a tube like so, and I'm just gonna use a few drops of this, especially on my under eye, because that's where I want the brightness. And before I blend out my concealer, I'm going to cream contour, and I'm going to use the Rimmel London Insta Duo Contour Stick in the shade Dark. I'm going to bronze up my skin with this. Okay, then to blend out my contour, I'm going to use the same brush that I use for my foundation, which is the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. Now I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to blend out my concealer. I'm going to start with my chin. So there's a bit of noise outside, and I think it's a garbage truck, so excuse that. They're going to be gone in a few seconds. This concealer doesn't dry quickly, so that's why I could just leave it and blend out my contour first. So that's really good, and it's very full coverage. Now I'm gonna blend underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna do that. Repeat the same thing on this side. Now to set my concealer, I'm going to use this Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. So this powder looks like the Fenty Beauty powder, but I just like this one more, and has a bit more coverage than the Fenty Beauty one, and it's not as drying as the Fenty Beauty powder. To set my cream contour, I'm going to use this Maybelline Mustard Bronze palette. This is a color and highlighting kit, and it has bronzer slash contour shades on this side, all these three, and then a highlighter shade. I haven't used this in a while, and someone complained that I used expensive products now, but the thing is, I buy most of my makeup at Sephora, so that is just what I have access to right now. So I'm trying to mix things up. I'm gonna mix drugstore and high-end products. I'm also gonna do a new drugstore makeup. I'm gonna go to the drugstore and check out what's new at the drugstore and do a video on that, because I haven't been in a while. So don't worry, I'll do that. I saw your comments. So I'm just using this. I didn't even show you what shade I'm using. I'm using this one. Okay, now for my eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And I'm first going to start by using this shade called Riff as my transition. Just blending this on my crease using a big fluffy blending brush to make sure it's blended nicely using back and forth motions like so. Next, I'm going to use the shade right here, which is called Punk. Blending this out as close to my lash line as possible. Just smoking that out, almost like I'm doing a liner, just with eyeshadow. I'm just gonna blend this out in the lower part of my crease. Well, I'm using a smaller brush to place the product because I don't want to use too much, especially with the darker colors. It can get a bit messy, so I'm using just a little product and just patting it in as I go. This is just gonna darken the outer part of my eye and create a nice smoky effect. Now I'm gonna take that big brush that I used for my transition shade and just blend out the edges with this. I'm not using any more product, just blending it out like so. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is called Weekender. This is just a matte shade. I don't know what color this is. This is a very light peachy, almost white shade, and I'm just gonna tapping off the excess because it does fall out. So I'm just gonna pat this on my lid like so. Mascara. For mascara, I'm going to use the Maybelline Big Shot mascara in the shade Daring Black, and then I'm gonna go over my lashes just to prep them for falsies. I'm also gonna use the same mascara on my lower lash line as well. Okay, for my lashes, I'm going to use this NYX number 12 Vixen lashes. I'm gonna use that same Maybelline Big Shot mascara on my lower lashes just to balance everything out. I'm going to use the NYX Suede matte lip liner in the shade Downtown Beauty first. This is like my go-to everyday nude combination. In with the NYX soft matte lip cream in the shade Athens. For my highlighter, I'm gonna go back to this Maybelline Master Bronze highlighting and contour palette, and I'm going to use the highlighter shade, the highest points of my face. I'm gonna start with my nose. This is a very subtle and lightweight highlighter, so it goes perfectly with this very neutral slash nude look. So this is the finished look. I really love how it turned out, and I also love my hair. I really love this nice waves to it, and as I said, I've been wearing this hair for a month now and I've been really enjoying it. I have very minimal shedding on the hair, and I've washed it I think about 4 times. And this is the natural pattern of the hair after I washed it. I washed it last night as well. So this is the natural curl pattern, wavy pattern of the hair, and I've straightened it, and I've also done some tight curls on the hair, and it holds a curl really well, and I've been really loving it. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.